Hello again, my name's Gabe Zollner. For those of you that have been sort of subscribing and watching and possibly passing off some of these videos and putting them on Facebook and putting them on Twitter, I want to thank you. The objective that I had about 6 or 7 months ago was to try to educate the American people, as many as I could, on what I believe is really happening in this country. And I really tried to do that in an honest fashion. What I find very frustrating is that there doesn't seem to be any real justice in this country. There's justice for those that can't afford the kind of justice that the elite can afford. And the reason that I say that is, if you remember when Billy Bob Clinton was caught and he was impeached for perjury, there's no doubt that he lied. Monica Lewinsky's dress had his sperm on it. And that was done in the Oval Office. So there's no question as to, him having had oral sex and who knows what kind of other sex. And how he got off, if I recall correctly, was his understanding of the definition of sex. He didn't think that, pardon the expression, a blowjob is having sex. And that's how he got off. Now, should he have gotten off? Absolutely not. Why did he get off? Because he's an elitist. And this brings us to the present. Now, his wife Hillary, as Secretary of State, has clearly perjured herself. There's no doubt that she perjured herself. Absolutely none. We've got her on tape. We've got her on video. We saw the attempt to cover it up. We know she lied. We learned a great deal about Benghazi. And if you've watched any of my previous videos on Benghazi, I kept saying Benghazi's the key. Benghazi's the key to end this nightmare. Benghazi can end this nightmare. It can pull Obama and his dysfunctional administration right down. And I still believe that's the case. The problem is I don't believe there's any true justice left in this country. In order for Hillary to be charged with perjury, she has to be charged with perjury, and it would take a federal judge to charge her. Now, I don't think there's a whole lot of federal judges in this country that are willing to charge the esteemed Hillary Rodham Clinton with anything, let alone perjury. So what will happen to Hillary? I think the same thing that happened to Billy Bob. Nothing. Yeah, nothing. No one will pick up the gauntlet and charge her the way she should be charged, the way you would be charged, the way I would be charged. There's no doubt that she committed perjury. There's no doubt that they did a cover-up. Look at the money they spent for nothing. They spent, what, $70,000 in ads in the Middle East, lying when they knew they were lying? These people have no shame. They have no regard for money because it's so easily available to them. They have no regard for honesty because they're not honest. None of them are. Obama, whether he gets away with this, whether he destroys America, whether he turns it into a Muslim country, whether he brings the caliphate, he will go down in history as the worst human being that ever walked on this planet. He is a product of his dysfunctional upbringing. That's what he is. His father, whoever his father is, didn't want him. His mother didn't want him. His stepfather didn't want him. His communist grandmother, she wanted him because she could mold him. And then along came who? Well, I think Bill Ayers' dad found him. And here's this mentally crippled, which is what I think he is, individual. We're going to make him president because he's going to be our puppet. If you take away Obama's teleprompter, he sounds like an idiot. The words that he uses are words that someone that's uneducated would use. He does not sound presidential, nor does he look presidential with his floppy ears. Anyway, Hillary, I think, will get away with perjury the same way as Billy Bob got away with perjury. And Hillary and Billy Bob, they've had an impact on America for the last 25 years. and it hasn't been a positive one. You know, Bill rode a tidal wave of financial well-being. He rode the dot-com era. That's what he rode. He didn't create it. He just rode it. And he's credited for having had a surplus. He had squat to do with anything. He was too busy getting blowjobs in the Oval Office. How many lawsuits did he have against him from other women? And what did Hillary do? Well, Hillary did the same thing as Huma Abedin did. She supported her man. Yeah. You know, it's really sad. But they have to internally be living a miserable life because they know what they are. They know they're corrupt. They know that if things were on an even plane, if things were equal, they'd be in prison. Both of them. Billy Bob and Hillary. And Obama. Because Obama knows he's not eligible to be in the Oval Office. Everyone close to him knows he's not eligible to be in the Oval Office. The Supreme Court joke of Justice, Elena Kagan, knows he's not eligible to be in office. And where is he? He's in office. Why? Because nobody honors their oath.